Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kentucky Garden Gal. I am Nancy, and in this week's video we are going to just walk around like we did last week. As you can see, we still are not completely thawed out from this ice and snowstorm that we had. We're going into our second week. This is the best my driveway has looked in 2 weeks. And yesterday I got out just a little bit. The cloth gazebo had just shredded. So I got that, I did get that down. I have another one ordered. You can see there's still enough ice that it makes me just a little bit nervous to be out here. But in this video, we're going to walk around, kind of show you where we are, and then I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to get busy and I'm going to start working and do what I can safely do today. You can see there's still more ice here. We can't use that side entrance. It's just not very safe. I did pull one of the magnolia limbs that fell, and it was really cold yesterday when I was out working. It's a little warmer today, and by Monday we are expecting our temperatures to be high enough that it should melt this. But I've still got to get rid of that, and then we still don't have access to our front porch. I need to get all of these limbs hooked up that are in the yard, but this is still, which this faces north, so this is still what our front looks like. Icy and dicey for sure. So I don't expect to do anything up here much today, hopefully tomorrow. However, I do have a special announcement. So for this part, I can come in the house where it's warm and cozy and have a cup of coffee and talk about the exciting news that I have for everyone. If you have been following this channel, you know that I was born and raised in East Tennessee, and in 1880, my great-grandfather bought 600 acres in Hancock County in Rebel Hollow, and I've done videos from there. I have had projects planned for this farm before my father passed away, so he was able to be in the planning stages with me, and sadly he did not live to see any of the major things take place. So we have been kind of at a standstill the last 3 years because of our water situation. We were on a spring with 2 other families, and I was at the end of the spring, and it just wasn't, we didn't have enough water for the house, certainly not for any crops or the barn or anything like that. And then with the house sitting there empty, all of the pipes burst under the house. It was a mess. So finally, this past fall of 2025, we were able to get water from the spring, which is across the road, that puts out 100 gallons a minute. We were able to get water from that spring to the house. That was a huge accomplishment, and we have to give our friend Paul all the thanks and the glory, because it's because of him that we have that. So then another great thing happened. The 1st of December 2025, I found a roommate. I found someone to live at the farm as a roommate, so that I can still go there. Cameron still has his room. We can still come and go as we please. But someone who was willing to take on these projects. So her name is Linnie, and she is a godsend. She even has a degree in horticulture. How could that have been any more perfect? So we are now starting this week actual work. Linnie's been doing a little cleanup, and we did create a Patreon account, and I will put that link on the screen for you. And I do not have anything behind a paywall. Like, you can have a free membership and see exactly what we're doing. And in fact, the whole water project is on there. So if you are familiar with Patreon, if you're not, you can download the app for free, and then you can follow us on Patreon for free and see all of the work. But that's where we will mainly focus everything that we're doing for the farm. So we have a young man coming this week to start working on our bird sanctuary. And the bird sanctuary is a overgrown part of the property that is directly behind the cabin, that is a perfect area for the birds. And of course we want to think about our feathered friends and our pollinators and all of those good things. So our first project is officially going to be our bird sanctuary. We have someone coming tomorrow to start cleaning it with Linnie, and she has sent some video of that. And we're going to try to do this on a weekly basis, where part of my channel will be what I'm doing, and then we'll have Linnie cam if there's anything going on at the farm that week. And I hope that you all like it. Please let me know what you think. But this is a huge undertaking that we conservatively feel like will take us about 5 years to get the gardens and the plants and the trees and the berries that we want in the property. That's our goal, to have everything planted in 5 years. So it's a long project. It's 37 acres, and we are going to have some acreage for cattle, and we're going to get a horse, but the rest of it we will be using for conservation and preservation for the habitat there that's in that area. So like I said, I'll put the Patreon account up. Please check that out. Join for free, no obligations whatsoever. And then next week I will actually be at the farm, and the video next week will be totally at the farm, and we can go into better detail and show you what our plans are, because we're also going to get started on the butterfly garden next week. And we're late in the season on that. What I'm doing now, conservatively, should have been done last fall, but last fall we didn't, at the beginning of last fall, we didn't have water, we didn't have a roommate, so I didn't do that. And now we're sort of playing catch up, but I think we'll be okay. So I'm gonna go back out, get started on my cleanup here, and I will show you next what I've been able to accomplish today here. And then after that, I'll put the Linnie cam and the farm on. The goal today is simple, and that is to get what is dead out and ready for the trash. That's really the only thing I'm trying to get done today. I still have to buy some materials to merge these two greenhouses together and to be able to keep the heat in. So I'm not interested in trying to start plants right away until I get that done. But today I just want to try to get this cleaned up. Okay, so I wanted to check back in with everybody and show you, first of all, how much snow or the ice has melted. So we're down to just this much right here. A little bit left right here. And a lot has melted off of the deck back here. We did start a fire to burn the sticks. We got all the sticks in the yard picked up, so we started a fire. Got some of this ice around here. Show you this. So that's about what's left there. That's what's left there, some slick spots. And that's what's left over there. Now, let's walk around and go see what I have accomplished in the greenhouse. And we'll go this way. And I only slipped one time, so I've really done well today. Tomorrow should be totally clear, so I think it'll all be gone. Some patches back here. Okay. Almost there to the greenhouse. So, this is what I've gotten done today. I took out all of the plants that had died. Anything that I thought might have a sign of life, I did go ahead and keep. I think this, I don't know, and I can always throw it away, but this is a fern that I thought might come back. That one back there may come back. The roses have done okay. The strawberries, I think, are going to be fine. There's another rose. Got all of these pots cleaned out. And I don't know, this is a night blooming cereus. These are iffy, but I'm going to go ahead and water them. That looked like it might have some life in it. Another rose down there. These are herbs and evergreens and figs down there, so those just might make it. But I was able to bring in my bench, so after I get this right here fixed, which is where the greenhouse is separated, when I get that, hopefully I get that done tomorrow, then I can start potting because I know I can control the temperature in here. But I appreciate you all watching this video, and I am now going to turn you over to Miss Linnie in East Tennessee at the farm.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Linnie, and I'm coming to you from Rebel Hollow Springs Farm in East Tennessee. This is a piece of property behind the cabin for which we are going to be doing our first farm project on. As you can see, there is a lot of yellow grass, a lot of fallen and fallow trees, and up top there's a cute little Texaco potting shed. What we're going to be doing is, starting tomorrow, we are going to clear this hill, and this is going to be a bird sanctuary once we get it completed. There's a lot of natural and indigenous trees and grasses. Also, a lot of beautiful natural rock formations up here. We will also be cutting out a path from the back of the cabin up to the potting shed, which I think will be a really neat thing, easier trip up there. And as we move up the hill here, you'll kind of see what we're in for with the trees and the twigs. But you can also see these rock formations that I was explaining to you earlier in the video. If we could get this grass out of here and these sticks out of here, there is truly a lot of natural beauty up here on the back of this piece of property. It's just spectacular. I think the birds are really going to enjoy it. Our owner of the farm here, Miss Nancy Sherry Lynch, has big plans for this piece of property. So this is our before video, and then we will certainly do an after video. And we want to be nothing but good stewards of this land. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, so here we are, part 2 of our video from Rebel Hollow Springs Farm. It's Linnie here again. And this is the other section of the hill that we are going to start cleaning off tomorrow for the bird sanctuary. You can barely see the little Texaco shed above that clump of brush up there. And you can sort of see where I started weed whacking, taking myself up the hill, and it gets kind of twisted up in really thick bundles of brush and what have you under there. A lot of sticks, a lot of trees, a lot of twigs, but it certainly is a beautiful piece of property. If you pan over here to this side of the farm, you can see where I've cleaned out what I've dubbed Cedar Hill, I guess, if you will. I actually found our fence on this side, and I've been working on that, pulling sticks and twigs and volunteer trees, and basically just using a weed whacker and trimmers to clean all this out. But there's a lot of beauty to this property here. Beautiful pine trees, mature ones, and it's a bit of a hike up this hill, but I'm super excited to be working on this project for the bird sanctuary. It's certainly gonna be awesome when it's done. Anyways, video number 2, so you can kind of see it takes a little bit of time to do the weed whacking, cut out the cedars. Hopefully we find some pawpaws in there. Anything that's truly indigenous to this land that the birds will enjoy in the sanctuary. All right, you folks have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.